Debut at the Hall of Presidents, Walt Disney World. He stands between Abraham Lincoln and Ulysses Grant. The Hall of Presidents debuted at the Magic Kingdom in 1971.
That's really his voice, too, isn't it? Ever since Disney said since 1990, the presidents have been recording their voice. Hard for George Washington to do that, but not going to hear the whole George Washington. But we're going to begin with that new trouble for the Palin family. Sarah Palin's son, Track, arrested and accused of beating up his father during an argument. Sarah Palin frantically calling the police, and ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with the story. Lindsay, we're hearing this morning that a gun was involved.
A gun. Good morning to you, Paul. Some tense moments certainly at the Palin household. This family altercation allegedly caused Todd Palin to pull out a gun and aim it at his son, Track, but then Track allegedly beat his father so severely he was bleeding with multiple cuts on his head. And this morning, Sarah Palin's oldest son is behind bars. Police describe a chaotic scene at the family home of the former governor of Alaska and 2008 vice presidential nominee Sarah Palin.
You know, they say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick.
Palin's 28-year-old son, Track, an Army veteran, arrested in Wasilla, Alaska Saturday night on assault and burglary charges. According to court documents obtained by ABC News, Sarah Palin called police just after 8:30 p.m., saying her son was freaking out and was on some type of medication. Charging documents state Track Palin went to the house to confront his father, Todd, to get his truck, but his father told him not to come in. Todd told police he went to the door with a pistol to protect his family. That's when, according to the affidavit, Track broke a window and went into the house, got his father on the ground, and began hitting him on the head. This scene is a far cry from the portrait of the family depicted in the 2010 reality TV show, Sarah Palin's Alaska.
This summer, we're setting aside time to spend with family and friends.
This isn't Track's first run-in with the law. In January 2016, he was arrested for allegedly hitting the mother of his child. Those charges were later dismissed. At the time, Sarah Palin suggested her son suffered from PTSD after serving in Iraq, a stress disorder the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs says affected between 11 and 20% of Iraq War veterans.
I can certainly relate with other families who kind of feel these ramifications of some PTSD and some of the woundedness that our soldiers do return with.
And in September of 2014, several family members were allegedly part of a brawl at an Anchorage house party after Track allegedly attacked another party guest who had previously dated his younger sister, Willow Palin. No criminal charges were filed.
I heard Sarah Palin scream out, "You know who we are, don't you?" It was like we were just on a Jerry Springer episode.
Track remains in custody for this latest incident. A judge set bail at $5,000. The case will ultimately go to the grand jury. We reached out to the Palins for comment but did not hear back.
Sounds like he just snapped her. Lindsay, thank you very much, George.
Okay, we're going to move on now to the mysterious death of a billionaire couple found hanging inside their mansion. Police are calling the death of pharmaceutical tycoon Barry Sherman and his wife Honey suspicious, saying both were strangled. ABC's Lindsay Janice here. She's tracking the case. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, George. Friends and family are in shock. The couple, the Shermans, were philanthropists. Their company, Apotex, employs thousands of people in Canada and around the world, making hundreds of generic drugs. Now police want to know who would want them dead.
Barry and Honey Sherman were one of the world's wealthiest couples, worth $3.2 billion, thanks to their pharmaceutical empire.
We started Apotex in 1974, almost 40 years ago.
Known for giving tens of millions of dollars to charitable causes.
We wanted to help make sure that future generations would have a place that they could call home.
But this morning, a community in shock after a real estate agent preparing for an open house reportedly found the pair hanging from a railing near this indoor pool inside their more than $5 million Toronto home. The house had recently gone on the market. Police say the cause of death was ligature neck compression. The homicide unit has now taken the lead in the investigation, despite some initial questions about a possible murder-suicide. Those who knew them best say no way.
They're great people. They've given to the community. They've done things for people, made people's lives better.
According to friends of the couple, they were both eagerly awaiting a trip to Florida. Honey Sherman had recently sent an email saying, "I am coming south Monday, December 18th to Friday, January 12th. Several friends say they received an invitation to a party the couple were planning at their home in Palm Beach. Police say there was no sign of forced entry.
Police are going to draw a circle around both of them. They're going to look at their personal lives. They're going to look at their professional lives. They're going to look at their social lives. They're going to look at all of that.
The Shermans were well connected in Canadian politics. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau tweeting his condolences to everyone touched by their vision and spirit.
The Shermans had 4 children and a grandchild. The family is urging police to conduct a thorough criminal investigation. Barry Sherman had been involved in a number of lawsuits, including one brought by his own cousins who claimed they'd been cut out of the family business.